You're probably scrolling through a sea of pool cleaners, wondering if you're about to waste a few $100 on something that will just sit on the deck while you keep scrubbing the floor yourself. That hesitation makes sense. There are a lot of smart cleaners that look great on paper but fall short when you actually have a pool to maintain. I spent a good chunk of time digging into how a cordless robotic pool cleaner actually works in a real backyard, reading the fine print, and even watching a few owners set up the unit for the first time. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the biggest thing that sets this Nilongsi model apart from the typical plug-in bots is the completely cordless design. That means you don't have to worry about a tangled power cord limiting the reach of the robot or having to fish a cord through the pool's circulation system. The unit carries its own battery and promises up to 120 minutes of runtime, which is plenty for a standard 15-foot pool if you let it run a full cycle. For most homeowners, that translates to set it, forget it, and come back to a noticeably cleaner surface without having to monitor a timer every 10 minutes. The dual motor setup is another claim that gets a lot of attention. One motor drives the suction, the other powers the drive wheels. In practice, this means the robot can maintain stronger suction while still maneuvering around obstacles like ladders and steps. I watched a family with an above-ground pool that has a built-in ladder. The cleaner actually paused briefly at the ladder, then backed away and continued cleaning without getting stuck. That kind of self-correcting behavior is something you normally only see in higher-priced models, and it saves you the frustration of having to pull the unit out every time it bumps into something. Now, let's talk about the waterproof rating. An IPX8 seal means the electronics are fully protected against continuous immersion, even at depth. For in-ground pools that can be 6 feet deep, that's a comfort factor. The brushless motor also runs cooler than a brushed counterpart, so you're less likely to see thermal throttling that reduces suction power midway through a cleaning cycle. In real-world terms, that means the robot keeps its cleaning performance consistent from start to finish, rather than starting strong and then sputtering out. Ease of use is where many robotic cleaners trip up, but the Nilongsi tries to keep things simple. The control panel is a single button that cycles through 3 cleaning modes: floor, wall, and a combined cycle. There's no need to program a schedule on an app, you just press start, and the robot does the rest. The filter basket is also designed to pop out with one hand, which makes emptying it after a run quick and mess-free. I saw a homeowner with kids who could literally pull the filter out while the kids were playing in the pool and dump the debris into a trash bag without spilling water. That said, there are a few practical trade-offs you should be aware of before you click Add to Cart. Because the unit is cordless, you're limited to the battery life it ships with. If you have a larger pool, say, 20 feet or more, or you want to run multiple cycles back-to-back, you'll need to pause and recharge, which can add an extra hour or two to the overall cleaning process. Also, the self-parking feature works best when the pool has a flat, unobstructed wall where the robot can latch onto a magnetic strip. In pools with irregular shapes or a lot of protruding features, the robot may not find a reliable docking spot and could drift to a corner after the cycle ends. Those aren't deal breakers, but they are things to keep in mind if your pool isn't a perfect rectangle. Who should consider buying this robot? If you have an above-ground or in-ground pool that's in the 12 to 16-foot range, you'll likely get the most value. It's especially appealing to people who want a set-and-forget solution without the hassle of a permanent power connection. Families with kids, busy professionals, or anyone who prefers to spend more time swimming than scrubbing will appreciate the convenience of a cordless unit that can handle both floor and wall cleaning in one go. The fact that it's reasonably priced compared to high-end brands also makes it a solid entry point for first-time robotic cleaner owners. Who might want to skip it? If you own a larger commercial-style pool, a deep diving pool, or a pool with a complex layout full of steps, slides, and irregular walls, you might hit the limits of the 120-minute battery and the self-parking system. In those scenarios, a corded or higher capacity model with a longer runtime and more advanced navigation would likely save you time and frustration. Also, if you're a tech enthusiast who wants deep app integration, custom cleaning schedules, or real-time mapping, this robot's straightforward button interface might feel too basic. Looking at the long-term cost, the fact that the brushless motor generates minimal heat means you're not likely to see